to Myers ASMR. Relax, and trust your ability to tune in directly with divine guidance. That's right, you don't need a middleman, a middle person, a third party to tune in directly with divine guidance. Trust your ability to tune in directly with divine guidance. And look what I was led to make. This spaghetti squash. It's filled with vegetables and ground turkey, topped off with tomato sauce and pesto, and I have not tasted it yet, so you will be the first to see me try it. It's pretty, it's as big and heavy as it looks. It is pretty hefty, but all I did was just cut it in half and scoop out the seeds, and here goes. I have not made a dish like this in a few years, so oh my gosh. That is so good. I have carrots, bell pepper in here, onion, garlic. I taste the chopped garlic. The carrots are still hard, so I know for next time, cook them a little bit before putting them in here. Yeah, I think you have to loosen up the sides and then mix things together. It's been a while since I've cooked like this. Wow. When I was out of work years ago, I had the time to experiment. Yeah, this lifts up pretty easily, but it's easier to eat once you loosen it up from the sides. Wow, and it's pretty filling because it's a lot. I see a couple of seeds I missed, which I knew about it, but some of them were just too hard to scrape out. This is absolutely delicious, and you don't even need a recipe. I didn't use one. Basically, I looked in the refrigerator bin and picked out the vegetables that I had in there. I said, okay, I got half a bell pepper left. I got a few carrots. I just started chopping them up. some tomato sauce. And I did season things as I went along. I don't even taste the pesto anymore. It's called spaghetti squash because it really does look like spaghetti, doesn't it? This is so much. This is a very good dish if you want to make sure, like, you're just not going to be hungry. I should have put more tomato sauce. Checking for a seed. I might have even cut up a mushroom. Wow, this is amazing. The key is what you fill it with because the squash itself is almost bland. So it's all about your seasonings and your fillings. I suppose the dried out shell could be useful. Seriously, looks like spaghetti and meat sauce, right? I mean, you could give it that taste. It'd just be a lot healthier. Chopped garlic makes such a big difference. You like this nail polish color? It's OP. OP is all I wear right now. And no, they're not paying me or sponsoring me in any way. But I caught a glimpse of my nails on camera and I can see how good the polish looks. So I'm just letting you know this. I don't tend to wear the pearlescence, but I wanted something a little more conservative this time. It's called Stun and Done. Stun and Done is the Rapid Dry series, which their Rapid Dry really truly is, but I noticed the pearlescent ones, or at least this one in particular, doesn't dry as quickly as their regular Rapid Dry colors. So you just gotta give that one a little more time. You like this hair? I got a good deal on it on Amazon. So these are only 2 bundles, a 20-inch and a 16-inch. It came 3 bundles, but it's so big and thick that all I needed was to use the 2. So I still have the 14-inch bundle, and I got the whole thing, all those 3 bundles for like might have been $65. texture that closely matched my own, because this is not a true match. I mean, how can it be when you're using someone else's hair? But it's pretty darn close. It's closer than most of the virgin hairs out there, especially those silky Indian textures that just don't match at all. So I'm not even going to play that game with myself. So the hair is called Kinky Straight, and I went with Amazon's recommendation, and then I read the reviews and I looked at the videos that customers posted. And I looked at how many orders they had. So when I selected this one, and honestly I can't remember the company, but just gotta do your research on Amazon and look at the number of orders. And that might be more telling actually than the videos and the reviews. So anyways, this hair did not disappoint. It is beautiful. I have washed it a few times and it looks exactly the way it looked when it was first installed. After a couple of washings, it doesn't shed that much. It doesn't get tangled up. And they're clearly not sponsoring me because I can't even remember the name of the company. And of course, I left out my front up until about right here. It's kind of in a, I guess, a V, where she left it out. And then all along my edges, and she put a light perm in it, not like It honestly turned out better than I thought. It's just so simple and easy to make. This is plain filtered water. I think I'm in my wild hair era. I've curled it, but I think every other week I just wear it in its natural state. I don't put any heat on it. I did not dye it, nothing. You could probably perm it. I just do nothing except comb it. I don't even put any kind of sheen or oil. It probably could use some argan oil, honestly. It's looking a little dry. But I mousse my edges down so that it blends. Otherwise, because it's like so much shorter and it's a different texture, my own would just stick up and it wouldn't lay flat and it wouldn't blend nicely. So mousse is key. And then you gotta have a good brush. Brush that thing down and let it set with your scarf before you leave the house. And I sleep with the scarf too. And some days I don't even do mousse, especially if I did mousse a few days before. I'll just dampen my fingertips under the sink and then I'll brush it down because it's already got mousse in it. Brush it down, and then tie my scarf and then set it. And that should stay set all day. But in case it doesn't, whatever, maybe you rub up against something and, whatever, I just carry a little scarf in my bag. And, all you need to do is just set it again for another 5 minutes. You can even run to the bathroom, put a little water, smooth it down. It's not that big of a deal. So, hey, if you like what I'm doing here, like and subscribe, donate to the channel, and catch me in the next video. Remember that I can't find the quote. Oh, trust your ability to tune in directly with divine guidance. Trust your ability to tune in directly with divine guidance, and may you find lasting happiness.